co-founder of the Antique Adoption Agency, dedicated to the preservation of antiques and collectibles and the fabulous history that they tell the story of. There was an antique store in the neighborhood that we lived in, and I was one of the weird kids that wanted to go to the antique store instead of the toy store for my birthday, for any excuse for Christmas, because I was fascinated by things of the past. And my parents were both artists, and they were always getting us to look at things from another perspective. They would say, all right, what is this? How was it made? How do you think it was made? And think about, if this is 100 years old, how did they do it 100 years ago? So the curiosity factor really worked its way into it. In the study of art, the techniques that were evolving over the centuries, not only was it captivating in terms of what man produced, but how he came to be producing things like cloisonné, Fabergé, the finer pieces. I began studying not only everything I possibly could, but I apprenticed when I was 17 years old at an antique store, and I really have to give credit to the gentleman who ran that store. He was up in his 80s, and he spent an inordinate amount of time teaching me everything he knew about pottery and porcelain and jewelry and all of the various categories of antiques. I really think that my mission is to become the Antique Adoption Agency, to make sure that all of these pieces are going to live on for many, many more generations to come, and that even though we are in a very high-tech society and moving faster towards that every day, where it's easier to hit the delete button than to save something, I guess I want to be the crusader that's going to make sure that these pieces are cherished, that they are understood, that people do have a sense of where they have evolved from, and hopefully that when they pass them on to their heirs, that those heirs will have a respect and understand the integrity of those pieces and what it took for the artists to make them back in the day.